Okay, so today I am in Sepang for the Porsche World Road Show, and in between all the track activities going on, we are being shown. This is the all new, all electric Porsche Macan. All right, and you would have read from reports that this iteration of the Macan will not have a combustion engine. So does it mean Porsche is boldly phasing out the petrol engine Macan? Also no. See, what Porsche is doing is that they are selling this all electric Macan side by side with the existing Macan combustion engine. All right. So those of you who are familiar with the existing Macan S with a 2-liter, 3-liter engine, those are still on sale. But this is a new product that will be sitting alongside it. And of course, these guys won't admit it, but the way I see it, it's very clever. Porsche is hedging their bets because they can put this guy out there. All right. And if it turns out that okay, there are a few possibilities. The internal combustion engine version will die a slow death, and after okay lah, this guy takes over. Or maybe this guy doesn't take out. Then okay lor, they will then at a later date launch a successor to the combustion engine model. So this is a very clever way for Porsche to ensure that they still have two directions to jalan with regards to the future of the Macan nameplate. So on display here, there are two variants. One, this is the Macan 4, that's the base model, and over there is the higher spec Macan Turbo. That guy will do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.3 seconds, so it's crazy. All right, I'll show you that car later on. Right now, we'll focus it here with the base model Macan 4. Now, the front styling of this is recognizably Porsche, so you can see the low slung bonnet here, and then also the bulge here at the side, except that this here is no longer the headlight. This is just the daytime running light. The main lighting element has now been moved down here to the bumper. Now this seems to be a new trend going on here, and I think this is, my suspicion is, this kind of design appeals to the Chinese market, my suspicion. All right, so another change here you would see is that this electric Macan now has frameless doors, and see down here, this side blade is a design cue that has been in the Macan since right from the first generation model. And look at the profile of this. Okay, so this one now, actually, the existing Macan has a more upright look. This electric Macan has a more coupe-ish profile, more reminiscent of the 911. So we come to the back, right? So you can see here the trademark single strip tail light, and the Porsche wording here even illuminates in the dark when lit up. You can see at the bumper here also has a very thick diffuser element. Now let me try and open the tailgate. So the button is neatly placed here. Power tailgate. All right, so you have 40-20-40 split folding. What is this? Wow, look at this. Check this out. So you've got a 230 volt power outlet here. All right, and this to release the seats. Nice, one touch, drop down. All right, so down here, underneath here is a Bose audio unit. All right, so I would say pretty decent luggage space. In fact, yesterday I was reviewing the BAIC X55, a C segment SUV, and that car's luggage space don't look as big as this. So over here you can see also There's buttons here to raise and lower the suspension. So let me just drop this side here. Alright. Alright. So you can see the seats. Okay, it's a bit tight in space here at the back. This version here has a sunroof. Wow, still the same old molded cup holders here. Okay, so you've got rear aircon vents with dedicated climate control. Now I'm 170 centimeters tall and I have got 3 fingers of headroom above me. The seating position at the back here is a bit upright, alright, and yeah, it's a bit tight here in terms of leg space. Now check out the door card. I like this metal inserts and it's textured. Okay, it's textured here, so very high quality at the side here. All right. Also, there's a coat hook here as well. This example has Bose audio. Sweet. Okay, so under here, this is the front, right? And of course, you can't have the whole space because, well, firstly, this whole area, it still has to contain another motor inside. It still has to house the brake master pump, servo pump. You have to house the power, the steering system. We have to house the 12-volt battery as well. So this space, all right, the fact that Porsche even liberated this space that is equivalent to what you get in the Cayenne, this is pretty good space. So you can put like some small items here, all right, in addition to your boot. So now the critical performance numbers. This Macan 4 Electric, it is able to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.2 seconds, and it has a WLTP rated cruising range of 619 kilometers. Now, in terms of charging time, it is able to take very fast charging, and you can have its in the fastest possible charger. You can theoretically replenish the range, the battery, from 10 to 55% in just 10 minutes, and thereby giving you about 200 kilometers of range. Now over here, the Macan Turbo, you have to make do with slightly shorter range because they use the same battery to squeeze more performance out of the motors, but you do get a rated 590 kilometers, and you do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.3 seconds. Crazy. Now, amidst all this talk on removing fuel subsidies, one thing's for sure, cost of living is going to go up. So most of us are going to have to learn to control our expenses in these trying times. But it is just as important that we find ways to increase our income. So what if there's a way that in one stroke, without borrowing or withdrawing money from your EPF account, we can find a way to reduce your debt and build a business to increase your income. So if you're interested to know more, join me in a free business discovery webinar that will show you exactly how to achieve that. Now, as a disclaimer, the intention of this webinar is not to sell you anything. It's not a loan, and neither is it any form of financial advice. What has happened is that I have come to know a team of very qualified individuals in the area of helping people create breakthroughs in the area of finance, and I'd like you to take a look at this opportunity. So to register your interest, fill in the Google form in the description section. We'll be in touch. And now, back to the video. This is the Macan Turbo, and one of the distinguishing features here is that you see the bumper has a more aggressive looking design, and the badge here is black and white. You see, in the base model, this is gold colored. This is black and white. This is what they call now the Turbo Night Accents, okay, which is an exclusive feature for all Porsche models moving forward that carry the turbo badge. This will extend to 911, Panamera, and everything else. So you can see here, this is the Turbo Night accent here. It's on the wheels as well, on the side blade. Even the wheel arch here has this piano black finish. Okay, and you can see here now, earlier in the base model the Porsche word lights up, but this one, okay, has the darker Turbonite accent right here. And the tail light itself, you can see it's a three-dimensional textured shape. So we've got this vent here as well to give it a sportier touch. Okay, boot space here looks the same. Now, let me just come inside. So you can see even the door frame, okay, you see this material here is what we call the Porsche Turbonite trim, right? And you can see here inside, it extends to the dash inserts as well. All right, so this here, there are three screens here: the instrument cluster, the center screen, and that over there is another screen that is available as an option. So right here, okay, this is a fast wireless charger, and Porsche has very thoughtfully built in a cooling system here as well, because as you know, when you charge your phone wirelessly, it gets hot in there. All right, this panel here is for the aircon cooling system. This is for you to operate the air conditioning. So Porsche still gives you physical switches for the climate control. And down here, see, it's a very generous amount of storage space down here. Cup holders here. Now why they did this feature here, this is to continue the Porsche tradition that started since the Carrera GT, where Porsches since the Carrera GT and the first generation Cayenne had the raised center console. So they raised the structure here to continue with that tradition. All right, so here you still have a physical selector lever for reverse and forward motion. It's a start-stop button here. All right, and you can see here even this badge here is blacked out. Okay, interestingly enough, the accelerator pedal is top hinged. All right, so what else you can check out? So you can see here the door. There's a carbon accent here at the door. Now I can't show you this here, but this heads-up display, okay, this one has heads-up display, and what we were shown earlier in the presentation slides is that this creates a whole augmented reality field of vision that displays all the driving info, like, you know, speed limit, sign detection, road sign detection, and all that. So it's a very advanced form of heads-up display, and you can see why this area is so big, because it's projecting a very large, it's generating a very large size projection on the windscreen. All right, yeah. So yeah, here's a quick preview of the new electric powered Porsche Macan, which is at this point in time not meant to replace the Macan that we know, but it's an all-new model that is an addition to the Macan family. All right, so let me know what are your thoughts of this new Macan in the comment section below. All right, let me know, what do you think? Do you like this, or would you still stick with the existing 2.0 or 3.0 V6 Macan that Porsche still currently sells, or are you ready to jump into all electric? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.